She was never meant to last. She was built as an experiment, a gamble against steel shortages. They said concrete would replace metal. They said this ship was the future. Instead, she became a ghost, still visible, still silent, still rotting. This is not a legend. This is not fiction. This is the true story of the SS Selma, the concrete ship that refused to disappear. Along the Texas coastline near Galveston lies a strange silhouette, half submerged, broken, unmoving. Fishermen pass it. Birds rest on it. Storms crash against it. Most people do not know its name. Few know its purpose. But this ship once carried the hopes of an entire industry. The SS Selma was not just a vessel. She was an idea. And when that idea failed, she was abandoned. If you appreciate real maritime history and forgotten ships, consider subscribing. These stories are real, and they deserve to be remembered. During World War I, steel was scarce. Demand was high. Resources were limited. The United States needed ships fast. Engineers turned to an unusual solution: reinforced concrete. Concrete ships were cheaper, easier to build, and required less steel. The Emergency Fleet Corporation approved the experiment. The SS Selma was one of these experimental vessels. She was built in 1919 in Mobile, Alabama. Constructed using reinforced concrete and steel mesh, she was massive, over 400 feet long, thousands of tons heavy. On paper, she looked promising. In reality, she was flawed from the beginning. Concrete ships had problems. They were heavier than steel, less flexible, more vulnerable to cracking. Engineers warned that hull stress could be dangerous, but wartime urgency overruled caution. The Selma was launched with confidence, but also with quiet concern. Her engines were installed, her holds prepared, her future uncertain. She was named after Selma, Alabama, a symbol of American industry and innovation. But innovation does not always succeed. After construction, the SS Selma entered service as a cargo vessel. She transported oil and supplies along the Gulf Coast, operating mainly out of Texas ports. Her crew reported issues early: small cracks, structural stress, water seepage. Repairs were constant. Confidence was low. But she continued sailing. The war ended. Steel became available again. Concrete ships were no longer needed. The Selma had become obsolete almost overnight. In 1920, the SS Selma departed Galveston, loaded with oil. Weather conditions were normal, the route familiar. Then disaster struck. While navigating the harbor channel, the Selma ran aground. The impact caused severe cracking in her concrete hull. Water flooded in. Structural damage spread. Unlike steel, concrete does not bend. It breaks. The ship was declared a total loss. She did not sink in deep water. She did not burn. She simply failed. This is where her story should have ended, but it did not. Subscribe if you want real ship stories that do not end the way you expect, because the Selma was just getting started. Salvage experts examined the damage. Repairing a concrete ship was expensive, impractical, and unnecessary. The decision was made. The SS Selma would be abandoned. She was towed and intentionally grounded near Pelican Island, just outside Galveston. No ceremony, no memorial. She was left to decay. Over time, the sea claimed parts of her, but not all. Her massive concrete structure resisted total collapse. Storms battered her. Hurricanes struck. Waves broke against her hull. Still, she remained visible from shore, a constant reminder of failure. Locals began to notice. She became a landmark, a curiosity, a warning. As decades passed, stories emerged. Fishermen reported strange sound, echoes inside the hollow bulb, lights seen at night, unexplained movement. Birds avoided certain sections. Others nested deeply inside. Some claimed to hear voices carried by the wind. Others spoke of shadows. There is no proof of the supernatural, but abandoned ships have a way of collecting stories. The Selma became known as haunted, not by ghosts, but by memory. Most ships disappear, scrapped, recycled, sunk. The Selma remains because concrete does not rust like steel. Her hull deteriorates slowly, breaking apart, but never fully collapsing. She is too large to remove easily, too expensive to demolish, so she stays a permanent wreck. The SS Selma represents a turning point. The failure of large-scale concrete ships ended an era of experimentation. Engineers returned to steel. Shipbuilding standards improved. She became a lesson taught quietly. Innovation without testing can lead to disaster. Today, the Selma rests partially submerged, broken in half. She is used by birds, marine life, photographers. She is protected as a historical site. Attempts to remove her have failed. Nature has claimed ownership. She is no longer a ship. She is a monument. The Selma feels haunting because she was never meant to stop. She was not lost in war. She was not defeated by a storm. She failed quietly, and quiet failures linger. Her hollow spaces amplify sound. Wind moves through broken concrete. Water echoes. The environment creates unease. The mind fills the rest. The SS Selma symbolizes ambition without patience, speed without foresight. She represents an idea that was forced into reality too soon and paid the price. She was built to save time. Instead, she became frozen in it. The SS Selma does not sail. She does not sink. She waits. Through storms, through silence, through decades, a ship abandoned but not erased. Some ships are remembered for victory, others for tragedy, and some, like the SS Selma, are remembered because they refuse to disappear. Subscribe if you want to uncover the true stories of abandoned ships before time leaves them behind forever.